Cars are exhausting, especially if you're behind a diesel in traffic. And we're going to talk a little bit about exhaust. Exhaust systems, in most of our perspective, are just there to get the bad gases to the back of the car, right? So we don't smell them, get them away from us. Nothing could be further from the truth. Sure, one goal of the exhaust system is to route those exhaust gases away from you safely and out to a spot where they're not going to be directly into your breathing, keep you safe. But a lot of things about your exhaust actually affect the environment and the performance of the vehicle. For instance, the diameter of the piping of your exhaust and the number of curves in it dictate how much back pressure it creates when there's airflow in it. Well, that's actually a tuning tool used by manufacturers to tune a vehicle for more horsepower or more torque. For instance, a tube that's narrower in diameter with more curves in it is actually going to allow more torque to generate from increased back pressure, but rob horsepower. On the opposite, a very large, wide open exhaust pipe is going to be great for high RPM horsepower, but going to rob some power at low end. Well, if you drive a big diesel truck, you probably want that torque. Well, if you drive a Ferrari or a Camaro or some high performance power car, you probably want that horsepower. So aftermarket manufacturers have come out with different exhaust systems to not only sound cool for you, but to help gear it towards getting the performance you want. Well, what's this matter for you and your daily driver? You're not building a race car. It actually makes a big difference. Modern cars are engineered to the utmost tolerances, and the biggest factor is for emissions. So your exhaust system is designed to regulate and to burn off at the highest temperature, so the amount of physical particles left in the exhaust is minimal, and most of the things that come out are gases. The hot campfire leaves very little ash, right? The cold campfire, there's a lot of pieces in the morning. Well, what's that mean for you? Well, for your car to do the best for the environment, the exhaust system needs to work appropriately. The most common codes we see come in are that P0171 oxygen sensor code. Plenty of people go, oh, oxygen sensor's bad, it'll use a little bit more fuel, but I'll keep driving. Well, that 10% difference in fuel economy, that extra fuel is going into that catalytic converter because it's not burning, which creates, number one, a major fire risk. Unburnt fuel in a 900-degree exhaust system, definitely dangerous, but at the same time, not only is it bad for our environment because it's using more fuel, it's actually going to create a major expense for you. Catalytic converters have only gotten fancier and more expensive over the years. Here in Colorado, we actually adopt California's regulations for emission standards every year, which means our catalytic converters are pricey. They also keep our air clean. We no longer have those ozone concerns that we did in the mid-90s here in the Denver metro area. We've done a lot with that. But what that means is you got to take care of them. Now, years ago, a catalytic converter failure might be a few $100. Now it might be a few $1,000. So when that light comes on and you're worried, say, hey, the guy at the parts store said it just needs an oxygen sensor, it's not a big deal. Or it's a misfire, spark plug, not a big deal. The car's going to compensate, it's going to add fuel, and that added fuel could create major compounding expenses. Avoid expensive repairs and come and see us the moment you've got a concern. And if that exhaust system has a problem, maybe even in the snowbank backing into it, getting a dent, let's just take a look and make sure you're safe, sound, and avoiding major expenses down the road.